So that little clip was the result of just 5 feet of film put through the camera, then me developing it myself in that little reel that I made up. So it came out okay. I'm not terribly happy with it, but that mainly could be because the lens on the camera isn't brilliant, or it could be because I'm developing it in C41 chemicals, and that can often give a blue cast, which could be very difficult to get rid of, and it makes colour correction difficult, if not impossible. So there's a few things I wasn't happy with. The ND filter test came out underexposed for some reason, and I calculated it all so that the ND filter was to emulate sort of like Kodak 50D film stock. So I'd even marked it on the camera. I had to set it to about there for it to work, because that ND filter is equivalent to a few stops of light reduction. So I marked it on the ASA and set it accordingly, but it still came out underexposed, so that's an issue that will need to be looked at. I'm not sure what was going on there. So what I'll do now is give you a scene by scene breakdown of what I did. So the first thing I did was a far focus test, and as you can see, it's a little bit blurry, but I think that's because I had the lens stopped down so much because it was a bright day, so I reckon that's what's to blame. You can just barely see the cables up there, so we're losing a bit of detail, I think. This was a near focus test, and the whole plant looks a little bit blurry there, so again, maybe that's because I had the aperture not in its ideal sweet spot, which is about f5, I think. Still, I think that maybe the focus is off somewhat, and I don't know if I'll be able to fix that. And this is what I was on about when I put the ND filter on and then set the ASA to pretend that there was lower speed film in the camera. As you can see, it just didn't come out right at all. This was just where I thought I had the eyepiece of the camera open, so that, and I thought that I was doing something and I'd let light into the camera, so I'd rejected this. I didn't do anything with this bit here. And this is just a title test with the scene underexposed and the exposure set just normally on the camera when I went to the computer to do the overlay. And this is with the title being overexposed and the scene correctly exposed. And this was with the scene underexposed and the title overexposed, but that didn't seem to make too much difference doing that. And that was just a little test card at the end that I did. This filled the whole viewfinder, this area here, but as you can see on the actual film, there's quite a bit extra.